Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to learn a very interesting concept of 7th standard, that's circle, right? So let's recap some concepts that we already learned, okay? And before going to that, I want you to know what are we going to do today? What is our objective today, okay? So we should be able to find out the circumference of a circle at the end of the class, okay? So we're going to learn how to find out the circumference of a circle, okay? So now let's quickly recap certain things that we already learned in previous grade, which is radius. Can I ask someone to read out what is over there on the screen? What is radius of a circle? Yes, so radius of a circle is the length of a line from the center to the point of edge. Okay, and now what is chord? So chord of a circle is a straight line segment whose end points both lie on the circle. Okay, and the diameter of a circle is basically the length of the line through the center. It should go through the center and should touch the two endpoints on its edge. Okay, so you can look at the pictures. It is very easy to understand. Okay, so radius could be this one as well, because this is also following the definition, right? It is the length of the line from the center to any edge. So this is center, this is edge. So can I call this one as well as radius of the circle? Yes, I can call, right? So now chord. So now this is also a chord. This is also a chord, right? Now diameter should go through the center and it should touch the endpoints. Two endpoints, not one endpoint like the radius. It should touch two endpoints. Okay. So we had a quick refresh. Now I have a question for all of you. The question is that a man, you have to measure certain things. What are the things? First of all, you have to find out a man is running on a circular path. How will you find out? How will you find out the distance ran by him after he completes one round? Completed one round. Okay. Another thing is that you have to measure is how will you find the length of a fence around a circular plot? And how will you find out the length of the circular band? So all these lengths with the help of area or perimeter, how will you find out? Which dimension will help you? Is it area or is it perimeter? Okay, so now just list some circular objects and just think, how will you find out the length? Okay. Can I have some answers? Yeah. So the answer is with the help of perimeter, right? As you correctly answered. So we can measure the perimeter of a circular object using a thread. We can use a thread. So if you suppose you have a bangle or any circular object, just list down, just think about those circular objects around you. Okay. And now place the thread around the border of the circle exactly and remove the object then and straighten the thread. So just you have to put the thread around the circle and you have to then remove the object and find the length of the thread. You have to place the length. You have to find out, use a scale, and you have to measure the length of the thread that you used for measuring the perimeter of the circular object. Okay. So this is how we find out the perimeter. Okay. So now you know how to find out the perimeter and what is perimeter all about. Yeah. All right. So now let's find out certain things. Okay. You all will go to a breakout room and you will discuss. You'll get certain bangles or any circular objects that you have. I would suggest bangles, different shapes. You will have different shapes of bangles, at least 4 or 5 bangles that are of different shapes. Find out, okay, get them. I told you to get these items ready beforehand, okay? So now you have to find out the radius. You have to find out the diameter and perimeter. And finally, you have to divide perimeter by diameter and see what is happening. What's the value? Okay, so I'll divide all of you in the breakout room to do this and get me a chart prepared for this. Okay, so one of you will be the note taker and others will give input. Okay, so each one of you should get certain bangles and find out the lengths and help each other as a group. Okay, so just to tell you what is radius, chord, and diameter, everything is on your screen. Just look at this for next 30 seconds and then I'll move you all to the breakout rooms to find out all these details. Okay, is the instructions clear? Can I ask someone to repeat my instructions? What are we supposed to do? Yes, absolutely. So now you have all the ideas. You just have to get certain circular bangles that you have at your home, okay, of different shapes, and you have to find out the radius of it, diameter, perimeter, and then finally you have to find out the perimeter by diameter. Okay. All right. Now let's come back. So what did we find out? This is the observation. Okay. So what I found out from the bangle that I have is the radius of the bangle is 3.5, first bangle, diameter is 7, perimeter is 22, and perimeter by diameter is 3.14. So I have got 4 bangles and I have measured them like that. Okay. So observation is that diameter is always twice the radius. Okay. So like, for example, the bangle, which is having a radius of 5 centimeter, have a diameter of 10 centimeter, which is twice the radius, right? So diameter, so if radius is denoted by r, diameter will always be 2r. Okay. So similarly, now we know how to find out the perimeter. You know how to use a thread to find out the perimeter. So I have used that thread and I found out that the value of perimeter is 31.4 in case of the second bangle. Okay. Now what I did, I found out the value of perimeter by diameter. And my observation, and all of your observation is also the same, is perimeter by diameter is always same value, which is always giving the same value, which is 3.14, and we call it as pi. Okay. Scientifically, we call it as pi. How do we denote pi? It is written like something like this. Okay. Pi. So we'll learn more about the pi. So just look at the screen for next 30 seconds and try to observe what we found out. Okay. And these are the certain things that is experimented by ourselves and we found out this. Okay. So these are the main observations that we find out, which is the diameter is always twice the radius of a circle and perimeter is equal to, and perimeter by diameter is always constant for anything. So 3.14 here, 3.14 here as well, 3.14 here and here. Be it any value, be it any radius, be it any diameter, the perimeter by diameter's value will always be 3.14, which is denoted as pi. Okay. Clear? Any questions, anyone? Okay. So now what do? We are going to watch a video together and we'll understand more about the concept of pi and different parts of circle. Okay. Let us watch this for next 10 minutes and then we'll come back and debrief about it. Okay. Great. So what did we learn? What was the concept that we learned is that circumference of a circle can be measured using this formula, which is 2 pi r or pi d. So here d is diameter, r is radius, okay, and pi's value is 22/7 or 3.14. Okay, we know that we already found out from our observation as well, 3.14 or 22/7. Okay, so circumference, how to find out the circumference is 2 pi r or pi d. Please note down this. This is very important. Okay, great. Now certain recap points. Okay, pi is a number whose value is always 3.14. Diameter of a circle is twice the length of radius. We found out from our observation itself. So d is equal to 2r. So if r is 2 centimeter, what will be the diameter's value? It will be the twice of 2, which is 2 into 2, that is 4. If it is 8, what will be the value? Can I ask someone? It will be 16 centimeter. Absolutely correct. So these are certain points to remember. Okay. Now let's solve a question together and we'll see how to find out circumference of a circle. Okay. So suppose this is a word problem. The radius of a circle is 28 centimeter. You have to find out its circumference. Okay. So what was the formula of circumference? Do you remember? It's 2 pi r, right? It's 2 pi r. So from our observations also we've seen, if you put the values in 2 pi r, you'll find that your observation was also equal to 2 pi r, right? So 2 into value of pi is 22/7 or 3.14. 22/7 is for ease of our calculation. Okay. So 22/7 into 28, which gives us 176 centimeter. Okay. So this is how we solve it. Okay. Now there are certain assessment questions I want you all to solve. Okay, I'll give you 15 minutes of time for that. And you have to solve these questions. So give me 1 second to share that. Okay. So these are the assessment questions that you have to solve now. So I have given the value of diameter or radius. For example, the first question, the diameter is given. The second question, the radius is given. Okay, so if diameter is given, you know, you have to use pi d, which is pi into d, pi into diameter. And if you are given the value of radius, then you can use this formula of 2 pi r, right? So now your time starts. You will be having 15 minutes to solve these 3 questions now. Okay, so come back by 12:30. I will ask each one of you, how did you solve it? And the next part of this assessment is for your homework. Okay, so please solve this in next 10 minutes. I'll keep that screen open. You can take a screenshot as well and complete your assessment in next 15 minutes. So come back by 12:30. Yeah, your time starts now. So I can see most of you have completed. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. So what did we learn today? We learned a lot of things today, right? We learned how to find out the circumference of a circle. Okay, we have done an observation as well, and we have seen that the value of pi is always constant, which is the perimeter by diameter. We have already learned a lot of things in our previous grades also. We had a recap about that as well. Okay, so that's it about today. Any question, anyone, please let me know. Thank you so much.